During the Shiva of my dear father of blessed memory, earlier this year, a young man shared the following story with us. He was born and raised in a very religious home in Israel. And at some point, he rebelled and he left his home, his community, and his faith behind. He traveled the world, and at some point he married. He settled in New Haven, Connecticut, and of all the places he could have lived in New Haven, he moved into a home across the street from my parents. With tears in his eyes, he shared that for the past 6 years, every single morning without fail, my father would visit him at home to help him lay tefillin. In fact, my father would often organize his entire morning schedule around this young man's availability. And even when he would travel, my father would call him wherever he was in the world to kindly remind him to lay tefillin. The young man eagerly looked forward to those uplifting encounters, and they grew very close. At one point, members of the New Haven community challenged the young man, saying, "Why do you trouble Rabbi Kalmanson, who's so busy? He's writing books, he's teaching students. Why do you bother him, trouble him to come every morning and put tefillin on with you? Surely you have your own pair of tefillin, and you know very well how to put them on, so why take of his precious time every single day?" The young man responded, "I may have my own pair of tefillin, and I do know how to put them on myself, but I need Rabbi Kalmanson to be with me when I put them on." You see, there was something about my father's gentle aura, an unconditional love and validation and acceptance that brought this young man the safety and the healing he needed in order to put on the tefillin. If I can take the liberty to read between the lines, perhaps what he was saying was, I am no stranger to tefillin. In fact, I grew up putting them on every single day, but they were a different tefillin than the ones Rabbi Kalmanson puts on with me. The tefillin of my youth came with harshness, came with judgment, but the tefillin of Rabbi Kalmanson enveloped me with love and with acceptance. Friends, in this way, my father was a living, breathing, walking menorah all of his life. Wherever he went and whomever he met, his very presence, his energy, and his radiant smile warmed hearts and touched souls, gently shifting associations and changing paradigms, replacing hurt with healing, feelings of invisibility and insignificance with connection, attention, and validation. So as we celebrate Hanukkah this year, the first since his passing, let's reflect on ways that you and I can channel his light and become candles of love, of acceptance, of inclusion, uplift, and healing for those in need of a helping hand and heart. Wishing you a very happy Hanukkah.